The Oscars are this Sunday, and all of the major Guild Awards have been announced, and I'm going to tell you what that means for Best Picture in this video. Stay tuned.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media, and it's been a while since I've done like a formal video due to my messing up of my back, but I'm finally feeling a little better, so that's good. The Guild Awards. Who cares, right? I do a little bit. But what they mean is they are essentially each little branch of the Academy working separately to award their own. They add up to equal, hey, this will probably win in this category, / if enough things win, it'll win Best Picture. And in my recent video, I talked about the PGA, SAG Award, Ensemble, and Directors Guild. And since then, the SAG Award had happened. I'm trying to remember, I think only the Directors Guild happened at the time, and the Daniels for Everything Everywhere won that. And then the Producers Guild happened the week after, and that was a brain farting the term of it here, preferential ballot. There we go. And that was the one thing that a lot of people thought Everything Everywhere could not win on, because it's such a divisive movie where, you know, a lot of younger American folks really enjoy it, and it seems like a lot of old-timey farts would hate it. But it managed to win anyways at the PGA Awards, so it won DGA and PGA. And then, like I said, inevitably, it won the Screen Actors Guild Ensemble Award. On top of, like, every other award it could possibly have won that night, it did even better than I imagined. And the whole purpose of that video was essentially, if you win those three things, you're gonna win Best Picture. There's that. But the last movie to win all three of those awards and not win Best Picture was Apollo 13 back in 1995, and it should have, to be honest. It was snubbed for Best Director at the Oscars, famously, and it ended up losing to Braveheart. But anywho, this weekend that just ended had the final major guilds. We had the Writers Guild of America, the Ace Eddie Award, the Editors Guild, and the USC Scripter Awards, which isn't a guild, it's just another thing for writing. Big things, big important things for major categories. Oh, and the Cinematographers Guild, that was the other one I forgot to mention. But this is what's going on here. I'll just start with the Cinematographers Guild. Elvis managed to win that, somewhat surprisingly. Top Gun was snubbed for its nomination for Best Cinematography at the Oscars, shockingly. Didn't even win here. It lost to Elvis. And All Quiet on the Western Front was not nominated for the American Society of Cinematographers. I don't know if it was eligible or not. I don't know if that cinematographer is part of ASC, but it is part of the BSC, British Society of Cinematographers, and it won that award, and it won at the BAFTAs. So that is my pick for the cinematographer's Oscar, is All Quiet on the Western Front, plus it actually deserves it. But good for Mandy Walker for Elvis. I honestly, out of all 5 nominees for cinematography at the Oscars, it is my least favorite. It didn't wow me when I was watching the movie, let's put it that way. And then I'll just do the ASC. That was the ASC. I'll do the USC Scripter Awards. I'll just call them the Scripter Awards. This is a award that specifically nominates an adapted screenplay and the source material itself. So what won that was Women Talking, which is favored to win at the Oscars, despite having missed many places. But it squeaked in for its Best Picture nomination, so it's probably going to happen. That's what I'm going with, so we'll see. And since it has to do with writing, I'll just get into the WGA, which went to adapted screenplay, went to Women Talking yet again. That's why I did the transition and completely failed. But the original screenplay category went to, not surprisingly, Everything Everywhere All at Once. The Writers Guild Awards are weird. There's a lot of movies that aren't eligible. Like, you have to be within Writers Guild rules to be eligible to be nominated and win these awards. A lot of writers aren't part of the Writers Guild. I think Quentin Tarantino might be one of them who works outside of that. But this year, the only possible winner for original screenplay that isn't Everything Everywhere All at Once is Banshees of Inisherin, and that is not eligible for the Writers Guild, so it had no competition, essentially. So, if you remember earlier, it won the PGA, the DGA, and the SAG Ensemble. So right there, it's already going to win, probably. The only film to ever win only the Writers Guild Award and win Best Picture, at least recently, was Moonlight. I went over that in that video as well. So, Everything Everywhere won all 4 of those. The last movie to win all 4 of those awards was damn near my favorite movie of all time, No Country for Old Men. So that's pretty big. It hasn't happened in a while, and it shows you how rare that is. And then we go to the Ace Eddie Awards, where they actually break it up between drama and comedy. So Top Gun finally got a bone and won the Ace Eddie Drama Award for its editing, which is great. It's one of the 2 things that's probably going to win at the Oscars for editing. The other being the comedy winner, which, you guessed it, is Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, what is the last time a movie won SAG, PGA, DGA, WGA, and the Ace Eddie Award, you ask? I hear you asking that through the phone that I'm recording on with no communication abilities. Nothing. No movie has ever won those 5 awards. That's ridiculous and impressive. So, if I wasn't already sure that it was winning Best Picture off of the PGA, DGA, SAG trilogy of awards, I don't know what the hell you want to call it, Triple Crown, Hat Trick Awards, where it was already destined to win Best Picture, the Writers Guild was a slam dunk regardless. And it won that, so it was like, cool. It got the thing everyone knew it was going to get. PGA and DGA were the ones we worried about. And then that it won Ace Eddie, I forgot personally that it was broken up into drama and comedy. So once I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, it's not going to lose that either. So goddamn, that's all I got to say. It won the 5 biggest guilds you could possibly win, on top of other ones that I haven't even mentioned, like the Costume Guild. It won the Makeup Guild Award, and it's not even nominated at the Oscars for makeup, yet it still beat some heavy hitters in that category. I think it won at the Art Directors Guild as well, and it's not nominated for art direction at the Oscars. It beat out Avatar for like the Sci-Fi Fantasy Art Directors Guild Award, and it's not even nominated at the Oscars like Avatar is. So the moral of this video is Everything Everywhere is absolutely going to win Best Picture, or else it is the biggest upset in Oscar history. And upsets happen. You know, like, you could say Moonlight was an upset. It was always there, like, bubbling beneath the surface. Coda on Power of the Dog. Everyone kind of just got over Power of the Dog winning everything, and they finally watched Coda, and they were like, oh, that's nice. I want to vote for that. Makes me feel happy inside, because people like that sometimes when they watch their movies. Or Green Book and Roma. It's another example there. But the difference between those examples and this year is that the underdog movie is Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's the movie that has always kind of been the underdog movie, and it's just been overperforming constantly, even though people were always like, it's not going to get in for that, and it's not going to get in for that, and oh, they got in, but it's not going to win, it's not going to win, and it won that, and it won that. There is no underdog this year. There's no second place movie that's like right there sneaking up on it. The next closest thing, statistically, I would say is All Quiet on the Western Front, because it's nominated for a lot of Oscars, 9, I think. It won 7 BAFTA awards, including picture, director, and screenplay. It's like a quiet second place, like dark horse, because it wasn't nominated in a lot of things like the PGA Awards or DGA Awards, because it's a foreign film, so it's just kind of this weird example of like, this movie's doing really good, but no one's really talking about it until the BAFTAs happened, and they're like, oh shit, this movie's actually like something. And then you got the other one, Banshees of Inisherin, which is the prime example of a movie being nominated for every single thing it could possibly be nominated for, essentially, but not really winning anything. So it has the chance of going home 0 for 9 at the Oscars, which I really hope doesn't happen. I think it should win at least 1 or 2 awards. Personally, if I had my pick, I would give Banshees original screenplay over Everything Everywhere All at Once at the Oscars. I'm not going to predict that way with the way the things are going, but we'll get to that when I do my prediction video later this week, because this Sunday, like I said, is the Oscars. I will be live streaming with the wife, and like I've been promoting, she had the idea to force me to eat or drink something disgusting anytime my prediction was wrong. And this kind of year could honestly go about 50-50, because there's a lot of categories where it's between 2, maybe even 3 potential winners. So yeah, tune in for that. If you're gonna watch the Oscars anyways, just have me over here on the side. You could even suggest gross things in the comments for me to eat. If I'm wrong, that's fun. I need ideas. My wife can't think of everything, but I'll drink raw egg, stuff like that. I have a can of cat food I've been saving because my cat doesn't even like it. That'll be one of them, probably the last one. So I'll have a plethora of things, probably around 15 things. I don't think I'm gonna get 15 wrong, but I want to have options. I'll have a couple of disgusting sodas maybe on hand. Nothing that'll make me physically ill or so spicy that I have stomach bleeding. But, gross things like watery ketchup, stuff like that. Meat floss, maybe some raw anchovies. I don't know. Weird, just, give me ideas. We'll see what we use. So do that. This Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be live on my channel doing that. And during all the commercial breaks, I'll try to catch up with comments, because luckily there's 40 minutes of commercials every 10 minutes when you watch network television nowadays. So, it'll give me a break to cleanse my palate and chat with y'all. So, on that note, I'll catch you at my next video, which will be my final official, you can hold me to it, during the Oscars predictions for the Academy Awards. Once again, my name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.